Let's do this thing, gamers. Welcome to the White Lines of Chance. Now, it's not the most modded of modded playthroughs, to be honest. It is just pretty basic troops. I think that you will only see exactly one modded troop in your entire, time here. But as you can see here, you're going to be seeing a lot of modded lords, a lot of fun, and I think it's going to be entirely worth it in the long run. A lot of them offered me a lot of enjoyment, a lot of interest. There will be some episodes that will be multi-character. This episode was long enough with just one character that, we gotta do it. And it was rather laggy at first as the game adjusted to, kind of dealing with a modded setup. But as we play, there will be a lot less of that. And I also have a feeling these episodes will be a lot shorter. Because you see these cuts. Or you're going to see these cuts. And a lot of little black flashes. This is heavily edited. My usual videos have, I want to say, probably 80 to, on the longer end, like 400 cuts. This, let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in just what you've seen here has had 22 cuts, like cutting around lag spikes and stuff. So, I had like, 6 hours of footage, across 2 days. So, 2 3-hour sessions. And you guys have 20 minutes of actual shit. And that's not like, oh, I was in the buildings a lot. No. That is actually just the loading screens. There's one loading screen, which was into this battle, actually. That was 28 minutes long. So, I'm on a good computer. Like, I'm not on a shit computer. So, I don't know what the fuck's going on. But this was a good-ass battle. We got absolutely devastated by the lion catapults, Reaper bolt throwers. And we got to have a lot of fun with our high elves. I played White Lines of Chance once before this with a different mod pack. And it was, like 3 frames per second? Like, just horrible, but there was like a 200, 300 more infantry units and stuff, which was really cool, like cannons and stuff. And I could have done that, but in all honesty, I didn't want to. You guys may not know this about me, but I used to be a professional. Like, I used to be a pretty heavy modder, like making mod packs for Skyrim, Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas, even like RimWorld, all that stuff. And I say professional because I charged people. I know, not really cool, but it was a hustle. But that's kind of what I did here. So I'm playing right now with like a 40, 50, or maybe it was even lower, 33 mods. Usually my mod packs are like a minimum of like 50, 60 mods. And then usually, like, my mod pack for myself, my Fallout 4 one, is 600 something mods. And my Skyrim one is what? Oh, fucking, has to be like, it's not as much. It's like 400 mods. And, and then I have separate mod packs for my Xbox. And what I'm trying to say is that, I end up making this one for myself because there was all these collections on the Steam Workshop. They didn't end up really working for me. So it's my own little mod pack. And it actually runs for my computer and everything, which was pretty lovely. And it gave me exactly what I wanted, which is as many lords as possible. And then it's going to give me as many dwarven units as possible. A little bit later, I'm going to be playing dwarves last. and hopefully that will be a whole lot of fun. Outside of that, let's keep it up. Just trying to eliminate the Swords of Cain. That was like my big goal for this campaign, was the Swords of Cain, and being the northern, I want to say embassy, but that doesn't sound right, like the northern powerhouse of Ulthuan. Like, I really wanted to be this bulwark against, the Dark Elves to the north, Marathi and everyone who's going to come over. So we get a lot of that in this campaign as well, which was a lot of fun. I had a basic army here, just very few infantry, just enough infantry to hold out some Great Eagles because we were, doing that, and then a lot of archers to just absolutely eat through enemy units, which did perfectly well. I'm kind of falling apart here. I'm pretty sick. Like, not my usual, like, oh, I'm in a musty room. Like, I got done at the gym at school. Like, I have some sort of bug in my nasal cavity that'll be gone in the morning. Like, joint pain, throat pain, headache. Like, this is the only thing I'm editing on my off day. So, I just wanted to clarify. By professional modding, I mean, I had collections on Nexus and mod packs, and I gave them to my friends IRL who wanted to do that shit. It got me good boy points back in middle school and shit. And then the payment stuff, like sometimes I'd charge someone, and then there was also a couple times that I got custom. How do I explain this? Like what are they called? Oh, they aren't hot fixes. Compatibility. I got custom compatibility mods. I have this mod. What's a good example? There in Fallout 4 there was some location mods, like if you had the Liberty Prime power armor or the Test power armor, that would conflict with other ones, and it would conflict with a location or a quest mod. I would send a Nexus message or something and get that fixed up. So professional is very much an understatement. It's more, I had a big burning hyperfixation. And I know I don't have to specify that at all. No one thinks I was pro hacker. But no, I was a little fucking dork and just spending hours oh, let's eliminate half these mods. What's crashing the game? Let's, doing that for 8 hours a day for 3 weeks until I could play through my game. That's not exactly something to be proud of. I don't think so. I think that is, pretty fucking nerdy. That's very autistic of me. Straight up fucking mongoloid behavior, dude. Sorting my china cabinet type stuff, dude. Don't worry, I have cool hyperfixations now. I think I just said that to subtle brag. It's the same thing I do with the gym, where I'm yeah, I'm telling these stories while talking over gameplay. I'm yeah, so I, was benching the 100-pound dumbbells as I do for reps, which is true. I'm going up to the 105 soon. Today they just did not move the same though, and this lady bumped into me or whatever. There's all that I could talk about. There is a really and this, I want to be real honest, so no bullshit, no exaggeration, no nothing. As we go into this other battle, they have a pretty good garrison here. There is this ongoing thing at my gym that involves me, and it's pretty big, quote unquote. It's a thing. With this lady and this stuff, I'm not going to get into it because it's resolved, and she has some mood swings or something. I don't know what her thing is, but she has done some stuff that had to get staff involved. I will not give any more details to that, but the behavior was borderline illegal. It was just a little crazy situation that's been. It's why I haven't edited in like a week. I've just been fucking exhausted because I wasn't able to recharge at the gym, as I felt like, it wasn't a safe space, which I know is the nerdiest fucking thing ever. But it just meant I was under like more stress while I was there. But no, it was a whole shebang. Like I would talk about it, but I'm gonna wait for it to like resolve more because I have a feeling there's gonna be like a final, you know, retaliation from her for me talking to staff or whatever. And then after that, I will get into it. So yeah, you guys can look forward to my story time. This insane lady skinned me alive or whatever, like clickbait I go for. I mean, that's a good ass clickbait. Got skinned alive at the gym, not clickbait. So we lost the thieves, the rogues or whatever, some archers, and a bird. I mean, not bad at all. We're going to be losing a lot more of everything the longer we hang around. We're just going to lose everything. So depressing. Even here, like we went over to face his final settlement, and we lost this lady. He killed her, which I couldn't do anything about. He had Sword of Cain. I fought that battle multiple times, but she didn't have a good perk, so we just recruited a new lord. Then here we go. This is the modded regiment you'll see today, the Lead Belchers. I'm pissed off that this is not a Warhammer 3 feature. The Ogre Camp is literally the best fucking thing about modded Warhammer 2. Look, I have a Lead Belcher in my army, and this army right here, like this shitty army, let's be honest, it's not a fucking Doomstack, is going to eat this dude alive. You guys are going to enjoy this. So we took out what reinforcements we could real quickly. It honestly wasn't going to be an issue. The ogres and everything else just broke the fuck out of these dudes. We had our eagle up front scouting. Lead belchers with multiple firing types. Absolutely badass. Everything about everything is absolutely badass. We had to take care of the Sword of Cain, so we sent our ogres up to just kick his fucking ass, which is exactly what was going to happen. Same with our lord. He's an absolute beast in melee. And they just killed the absolute shit out of him. Like, yeah, he was another legendary lord, but you're not, like, the Lion Lord of Chance. Isn't there so much lore about him? If you're reading the High Elf books, like, he's a warrior. He trained with, who did he train with? He trained with, I'm blanking on his name. The Prince. And everything else, like, just a badass battle. Lead Belchers just eat these dudes alive because they're so much taller than everyone else. It was just a good battle, dude. And, ogres don't break the way they do in Warhammer 3. Like, that's the thing. I'm sorry I always refer back to the same series. Godric and Felix is my favorite. I've read All Roads Lead to Skaven Blight. I've read a lot of the fantasy books. Legally. I legally acquired them. But point being, the ogres in Manslayer, like that's a good example because they're traveling with them. They're mercenaries heading north. They're talking about eating chaos. They're like, yeah, we'll eat them. Sounds great, man. Like, there is no, we're afraid, or they don't get afraid. Like, they're absolute beasts. They will eat you. They are monstrous. They are unknowable with this ravenous hunger that is endless. It's just kind of crazy. I really just couldn't. I can't fathom how easy they break in Warhammer 3. It feels like they charge in combat and then they break. But here they don't. Like, here they feel like actual, at least this one grouping of them does. They feel like this actual thing. Accept refugees. Yep, I have this mod installed just so I can get the legendary lords I don't already have. It's pretty badass. I love the shit out of it. Yeah, I thought about it for a while. I really did. I didn't know what it would do. I wanted to look it up, but I ended up just like, accepting them. And if it was an issue, I would just load and auto resolve and just be perfectly fine. But oh my god, dude, my throat hurts so fucking bad. Oh my lord. I need to drink some fucking ginger ale or something. Holy shit. Let's accept the fucking refugees. There we go. And we got all these court issues, collecting influence. It's like every fucking high elf campaign. We're doing some islandeering just with our completed little army. You can see here. It's not the exact army, but it's getting close. We need Sisters of Avalorn, and then we need some other stuff. These guys want a defensive alliance, which will be great. And we spent these turns pretty well doing these, which in doing these just gave us a lot to work with. It gave us money to fund upgrading stuff to get Sisters of Avalorn and stuff. We got even more refugees from those same factions that get eliminated every time. If you're off of Oath 1 as High Elves, you are not going to be doing absolutely perfect. You're going to get your asses kicked at least a little bit. We confederated, of course, that negative money ain't gonna hang along for long. But while we waited and fixed up our economy, there was the issue of the Dark Elves moving on to the continent, which is a non-issue because it's actually what I wanted. I wanted to be able to secure a lot more territory, and I could have gone to war with them significantly sooner, but instead I waited up. I waited for them to, push north enough that I thought they were a threat. Then I moved on down, and I started kicking some ass. Because look at that. We just eliminated an army. We're still at, like, full health. And we just eliminate another full shit stack pretty fucking easily. What's that fucking throat thing called? Like laryngitis or whatever? My throat is going downhill, gamers. I had the last take these last 2 minutes until but I was the entire time I'm Here's a new faction. All new troops. I think it's the Famir, or it's the Trolls, or it's one of these mini new factions. Doesn't really matter though. We're about to get a good fight in, and then we will lose all of our troops and in the campaign. Essentially. Not really, though. We recovered the troops. We just lost the territory we gained. Oh no, a gate and a settlement. Yeah, we just went back to our territory and did great. Outside of that, we did really fucking awesome. I really enjoyed this campaign. I really enjoyed the mod experience. I can't wait for Warhammer 2. I'm going to play the Famir again. I'm going to play all the Lost factions. I'm going to play Araby, everything. I'm going to play all these different factions. I also end up playing Kislev, which... Sorry, but Kislev in Warhammer 3, I don't know if it compares. It feels... I don't know. I think guys fell in love with Warhammer 2 modded. Kislev in Warhammer 3 is fine. I just think they should take some notes with like the melee troops and the grenadiers and stuff. But outside of that, never mind. That is way later on. You guys will get to see it and enjoy it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or wherever you're watching this. Hope you guys come back for more. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day wherever you're watching this. Hope you guys come back for more. If not, I hope you enjoyed your time here. I hope to see you guys again next time. If not, that's all right. Outside of that, I really don't know what to tell you. I'm thankful. I really am, as always. Thankful for your view, your comment, your like, your follow, whatever you do. It means the fucking world to me. Especially if you're hearing this. Like, I know people skip through and hear this at the end, but I say it every time. It does mean the world to me. Because I know I put so much work into this, and the fact that people give me even an ounce of that time back, it's just insane. I can never say thank you enough.